Alright, so hey everyone, Techni here. Welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I'm going to be basically giving you my top 5 FPS tips and tricks for Minecraft. This will be the second part of my 1.5k special. If this video does help you get more FPS, then make sure to let me know in the comments, because I really want this video to help as many people as possible, because I know a lot of people struggle when it comes to getting FPS. So yeah, other than that, I just wanted to say thank you so much for the recent support. I got from 1.5k to 1.6k in only 6 days, which is absolutely unbelievable, and I really appreciate it. So yeah, enjoy the video. Before I start with the actual tutorial, I just want to mention that I'm going to be focusing on mainly in-game tips rather than how to debloat your Windows, optimize your PC in general. I'm going to be showing some NVIDIA settings, yes, but nothing too special, because I know that most people want to just optimize their Minecraft rather than mess up with their whole PC to get more FPS. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on. But if you guys do want to know how to debloat your Windows, optimize your whole PC, then I'm going to leave invite links to 2 Discords in the description. One is going to be for mainly Minecraft tips and OBS tips, and the second one is going to be for PC optimizations in general. So yeah, you guys can join those Discords and I'm sure it can help you. Enjoy the video. Alright, so the first tip is basically gonna be what client you're gonna use. Personally, when I use Lunar client, it gets me the best FPS rather than Forge, Badland client, and all of the rest of the clients. It has great optimizations by its own, and it's the easiest for me to use. So yeah, make sure to find the client that gets you the most FPS, and then we can work around with that. Now the second tip is gonna be dedication of RAM into your game. Personally, while using 4.5 RAM, I get the most FPS. But you guys can change the RAM to whichever gets you the most FPS. Some people get the most FPS with 3, some people get the most FPS with let's say 16 while using their whole RAM. But personally, I get the most with 4.5. So just mess around with this until you get the actual one that gets you the most FPS and keep at that. Right, so the third tip is gonna be focusing on your in-game and Lunar client settings. Again, you can use any client as long as it gets you the best FPS, but personally, since Lunar client gets me the most FPS, I'm gonna be focusing on the settings that I use for Lunar client and for my game in general, not just the client settings. Now I'm going to go through my Lunar client settings. Again, feel completely free to copy them and pause the video at any time. If you can use different settings that can get you more FPS, then of course use those settings. You don't have to copy mine, but this is just an example for good settings that personally give me the most FPS. So yeah, keep that in mind. Now this isn't really a tip, I'm going to be basically showing you the difference between the settings. I'm going to be going in a FOD while having the highest settings and have a lot of Lunar client modes loaded. And then in the second FOD, I'm going to be using the normal settings that I use with the normal Lunar client settings that I use and Lunar client mods. I'm going to be using the same exact recording settings, 360 FPS at 13 CQ, 720p, and you guys will be able to see the FPS difference. So yeah. Icy. Wedding ring, better things, better have wifey. Only things not me from this hard life. The devil in my phone, he wanna talk, but I'm not really up for conversations. I can have my cake and eat it too. I just gotta make a reservation. Chilling in my head, but it's hot. Flames everywhere, I see Satan. Demons try to run up in my spot a lot. Really running out of patience. I'm waiting, sitting up, waiting, contemplating, my heart racing. Feels like I'ma die every second of the day. Alright, now this is gonna be the fourth part of the FPS tips. Also, I'm recording this a day later, so I'm sorry if I sound different. But yeah, basically I'm going to be showing you my NVIDIA control panel settings. For most people this will really boost their FPS, and I hope this one can help you as well. So yeah, pause the video if you need to and just feel free to copy down my settings. I personally play on 720p because I think it can really help you with FPS, recording, all of that stuff. So yeah. This is also optional, but I use 83% on the yellow vibrance. It makes my game more saturated and I really like the way it looks, so yeah, just keep it at that. That's pretty much it for the settings, so yeah, let's move on to the fifth and final step. Now, this is going to be the final step. Keep in mind that I'm going to split it into two parts, but both of them will be into making your PC focus on Lunar Client rather than like any other program that you have on your PC like working. It will basically like make your PC prioritize Lunar Client over any other apps that are working. So the first tip is to launch Lunar Client as admin mode. The little message will pop up asking you if you want to allow it, and click on yes. It will launch as it usually does, and now it should give you more FPS because it will make your system prioritize Lunar Client. And yeah, let's move on to the second step. Now this part should help most people get more FPS. As you can see, I'm in windowed mode right now, but if you go to your task manager, and by the way this is after I've already launched my game as admin, so you can see that I go to task manager, then all you gotta do is right click on Zulu platform or whatever it's called, that's Lunar Client, click on go to details, and then when you're here, right click on it again and click on set priority and set it to high. Now this should boost your FPS even more. For me personally it keeps it like about the same, but I've seen people that this like really helps them boost their FPS. It boosts their FPS by like at least 1000, so yeah, make sure to do that. It might really help you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope that the tips did help you and that you get more FPS now. And yeah, have a nice day.